Welcome back to the channel. I'm Deontay.
I'm Jordan.
And Stranger Things series finale. We just got done watching it. So we're going to run through our feelings about the last episode itself and then kind of just wrap the series up, in totality. So first, I just want to ask you, how do you feel?
Series finale sounds so final. I don't like it. I mean, I knew that that's what was going to happen, but now it's just like, now what am I supposed to do now?
I don't know. It's like, what are your emotions?
I have a lot of emotions. I feel like they wrapped it up the best they could.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like they did take, I don't want to say the easy way out, but they did make it a little too likable. I'm such a hypocrite. I don't know what I want.
Because you did not want you did not want her to die.
And I always be saying I want a happy ending, and now I got a happy ending, and I'm still not satisfied. So I don't know. I think it was good.
I 100% think it was good. So I just want so here's the thing, with Welcome to Derry, being so close and being so close in what it is and so close dropping, the bodies are what people want to see.
Mm-hmm.
And on one hand, I don't feel like shows have to end in death.
Mm-hmm.
This could have just been an adventure. It was an adventure.
Right.
It was a game of Dungeons and Dragons. And just like they were doing at the end, where it was like, oh, we lost. No, we won. We pulled it out. Like, some people call it plot armor. Like, it just works out.
Uh-huh.
Like, yeah, that's how we wrote it. It's a story. It doesn't always... Harry Potter ended just like this.
Yeah.
He was supposed to die,
mm-hmm.
and he did, but
And then he came
back, and he got to live his life. Like, that's okay. I think we are so caught up in we need bodies to make it.
But people did die in Harry Potter, though. Significant people died in Harry Potter.
They did. And
not that I wanted any of them to die.
So I do feel...
Because I would have been upset if any of them died.
I would have too, but I also feel like they were doing it too much. Like, oh, you feel that? Oh no!
Yeah, that Steve one was definitely. I hate when movies and shows do that. Do you know how hard it is
to pull somebody to?
Yeah, stop doing that. Shows need to stop doing that. That is not realistic.
To just pull somebody, hold them up in the air, and it's just like, bro, one arm you caught. Like, nah, you really fooled. So
he was already gone too. Like, both hands were already up. It's one thing to be like, oh, I grabbed onto you and pulled you up. Like, both of his hands were already gone. You mean to tell me that Jonathan grabbed him out of midair? Do you know how gravity works? He would have been gone instantly.
So that part, I understand what you're saying, but it's like they were moving stuff with their mind and illusion, so it's like
but Jonathan don't have powers though,
right? And fuck Jonathan, just for the record. so look, I also at first, like, they were going back and forth with my emotions as far as Elle dying and living. On one hand, yeah, let's wrap this up. Like, I always felt like this was going to come back to, which is why I was saying time travel. I always thought it was going to come back to a point where we no longer have 11. Like, we just going to reset it. We're going to go back to where it was, and everybody, and this is just going to be a story we tell. It could have been like this whole time they were playing D&D.
Yeah, I saw that theory.
It could have been all of those things. So I always felt like 11 was not going to... She was not... I didn't see them living happily ever after.
Because she wasn't part of their world.
Right. I feel like she was like an outsider, a stranger. So I was conflicted, and then it was like the Hopper thing got me back on, like, oh, I want her to live. I want her to stay because, like, bro need a daughter. He did raise her, so like they were getting me there.
Yeah.
It was...
Well, he got his happy ending.
He did get his happy ending. I agree. You're right. I agree. He did get his happy ending.
They way too old to have a kid, though, right? He'll never...
Yeah, I don't... Like, but I'm saying in that moment, I wanted him, like, to have Elle, because I felt like well, you kind of got to pick up where you left off. Like his daughter and Elle were kind of the same age, and then he kind of did like raise her up so he can
Oh,
just
that's true.
he
So
can
now
just
it's just like she's an adult and she.
yeah, and she could go off to college or whatever. And so that's where I was wondering for Hopper, but the Joyce thing is also it's also great for him as well. So like I'm happy with his story. You know, Will and Lucas and Max. I'm okay with how they went out.
Although Max should never have lived. We were already talking about that. We should have.
So when we talk about stakes, this goes back to what I was just talking about when it comes to how far our show's willing to go. You said
once we knew that Max survived after she was already broken up and.
No.
Let me see that again. I didn't get a good look at that.
Broken up and.
No,
and blind and everything. Like we should have known at that part because she wasn't even one of the main characters. She was like, if you were going to off a character, she would like you said that she would have been the one to off.
So the way I would have wanted them to handle it in two ways. I thought of this recently. First way, they could have killed her, kept Eddie alive, because I think they killed off the wrong character. First of all, his death was pointless.
Yeah.
It feels like if anybody was gonna die in those situations, it should have been the one that was bent up like a paperclip with blood coming down her eyes, right? So she should have died and he should have lived. Option number 2, they really loved her that much. Okay, you bring her back for this final season. However, she's helping you from inside Vecna's mind. And we think she's going to get out.
And then she doesn't.
And she can't. And it's like we got to be with her this whole season. And but it was like, yeah, this was I may be here in his mind because of you gotta stop them at the right time, but that's a piece of me. My body is broken. It's you know what I'm saying? It's only been keeping me awake for the memory. And then once we kill Vecna Henry, we kill Max too. And that way we get our pain, because if they kill Max, my first option, that gives this more weight to it because now we have something to fight for. Not only it's like we got to do it for Max because I love Max, but killing her would have been that would have been enough emotion. She connected with us enough to where that would have been a emotional battle with them as well. Those flashbacks would have hit a lot harder because honestly, her living and walking and everything, it kind of lessens that scene of her being bent up because it's like she survived it like that. It you know what I'm saying? It makes it just a little bit less.
Yeah, we did all that for nothing way back then.
Right, you know what I'm saying? We did all that sadness and all that hooping and hollering. So I think that if they were gonna let her skip that, then I think they should have not let her leave Vecna's mind. She should have went with it, and even still did the L thing to make it even. If you weren't gonna actually kill one of the main characters, or even Jonathan or Steve or Hop, Holly, y'all think y'all slick. We did not connect with her enough for that to be a meaningful death. Y'all tried that. We gave y'all. No, y'all didn't.
No,
man.
They taking these easy casualties.
Yeah. No, try again. Y'all tried it, but no, that ain't enough. So
it's just like, I don't know. I don't want to sound old and be complaining about the new age, but it's all the same. Everybody's so soft these days.
Soft about what? About how the story's ended? You think they would be upset about if somebody died?
Yes.
No, because they weren't for it welcome to dairy. That's what I'm saying. That's the whole point. People are mark my words, that is gonna be a complaint about this show, is that it all worked out. That is 100% is what you're gonna see. I guarantee you people are not gonna like this because people need death and violence. And again, you think about all this in despair. Yeah, I kind of honestly felt all of those lows
for nothing,
but I still felt them.
Yeah,
I still feel I feel even kind of worse for Mike because he don't know so he got to live with the pain of she did die, and also knowing that she the happiness that she out there actually all of them, but mainly Mike him holding it together until the end. Like that still hit for me.
Yeah.
Because do we really know if she actually made it out? How do we know that that's just like him speaking what happened, visualizing it to us?
Right. That's what he said. We don't know.
Well, I thought they were saying they don't know, but they could be showing us. We know, so give us the relief, but we still feel it for them because they don't know.
No, I think it's supposed to be all of us are left in suspense. I think we as the watcher are supposed to be left in suspense too.
I guess it's like they leaving it up to us.
Yeah, because that place she was in was like too perfect. Like
that's why I thought it was a vision. Like where the fuck did you find 3 waterfalls?
Yeah,
I don't know nowhere.
What is this cliff you climbing up?
Yeah, like
and where are you gonna live? What are you gonna eat?
Some small town, just you know what I'm saying. Like so. They're leaving it up to us, I guess, on how we going to interpret that, which is fine. Some people may not like that. They may, you know what I'm saying, again, I feel like they did the best of both worlds.
Yeah.
In my opinion. Like, people can think that, they can go back and say, yeah, like, hey, that was 3 waterfalls. There's nowhere in America with 3 waterfalls, so it's definitely fake. Mm-hmm. She's dead. And there's going to be people like, you don't know that. You don't know all the places of the world. So they played it safe. Uh-huh. And they also kind of went there. So I don't know how to feel about it, but I'm not upset about it.
I agree with that. Don't know how to feel, but not upset.
Yeah, I'm not upset about it. I am sad though, and this is like for the whole series. Like the reason why I feel like them surviving and it's still being sad is because I look at it from when I see them being upset that they're going to like be leaving. I look at that as they really built those friendships outside of work and they've been working with each other from here to here. So this is like, we are actually finna go our separate ways because I'm finna go do this movie, you finna go do that movie. Yeah. We may not come back together. So I feel like all of those emotions are still real in what I'm looking at. Uh-huh.
So like for the actors,
yeah,
not
like,
just the characters.
Right. They're looking at it as far as like, yeah, we like you work with somebody for 8 years and then it's like, they finna leave. Like, damn, we had some good ass times together, So
in that sense, it makes sense that they fast forwarded to graduation because it's like that they're graduating from this project too.
Exactly.
I like that parallel.
That's where I'm like, I still get the emotions of what they were trying to get as far as the story and in like real life. So I think they wrapped it up. That's why I'm not upset about it because I still feel I feel like I'm feeling what I'm supposed to feel right now.
Yeah.
I'm not happy. I'm not, I'm not happy.
Like there is still some sadness to all of them because they left it off with them crying, like they were putting their books away and they were all crying. So there is some sadness, but there is still some closure.
There's some hope. There's some closure. It's
like real world. Like that's how we feel day to day. Like there's joy with the pain. There's sadness,
and we're gonna have to get up and move on. To we can't. We gotta. We enjoyed this. We gotta let it go.
Yeah.
And I'm not even gonna revisit. I don't even want to revisit the whole series. I just want to say, like, I loved it. I'm like, this to me, again, I have no problem. And I guess we will go back to, because I really want to talk about the last episode and people giving it so much shit. They rated it like the worst episode. I honestly like these episodes more than I like the first volume. I felt like they took too long to get good. And the only thing I really liked about that was Will getting his main character.
You didn't like it.
Let me explain. I wasn't done talking.
My bad.
I don't like that they gave it to Will, but I like what he did in that moment. I don't like that they gave it to him, but it was still a hype moment. I got to see some action and ass and fun. So yeah, I like that. That's the only thing. I like everything in this as far as the story more than I liked in Volume 1.
Yeah, because I don't even remember the first 2 episodes of Volume 1. What happened?
It was Demi Doll, Miss Wheeler. She got it. She got
I did not like that scene. I don't like them parents. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I would just go ahead and say it.
I don't like them.
There was nothing about Mrs. Wheeler's character in any season that was like.
The only thing we knew about her is that she was willing to risk it all for
an 18-year-old.
Yeah. So. And again,
that father was completely useless all 5 seasons.
And look, I just want to say, if the roles were reversed, there would be think pieces about this show, every TikToker that would be like, "Hey, this man was trying to do this and that," but there's no backlash. There's nobody saying, "Hey, this show got this older woman preying on this barely legal. Where's the grooming and all that other stuff we talk about when it comes to age differences and all that other stuff?"
And
Where's
it was
all
a bunch
that?
of them too.
And it was
She
a bunch
wasn't
of
the
them.
only
Yeah,
one.
she was the only one. Nobody said anything. They putting it right there in our face how
Yeah,
easy it
that
is
was
for
kinda
women to be
crazy.
predators, and nobody cares. Nobody said a thing. But going back to that episode, and everybody act like it was so out of place for Will to come out right there like, "Oh, we got to go back to fighting Vecnas." Everything's like, bro, that's TV. They put these little things in TV shows to give us a break. It can't be action, action, action all the time. And y'all notice they had scenes in there that made no sense to place it in there. Dustin singing with his girlfriend, like they were really in a time crunch. Like this, like what they did with Will, we were already out of the fight.
Right.
We were regrouping.
Right.
They were literally in the shit when he was doing it. Like, we actually need to go right now. We don't have time for this.
Yeah.
And no one was complaining about that. So I know why y'all are upset. It's okay, but like, you're not finna convince me that was the worst episode of the whole series. Bullshit. That everything leading up to that was absolutely fire. That whole episode was good. And even the way that he came out was good. Him building up and going over all, because you're like, bro, why are you saying all this stuff? Why are you saying all this stuff? And then he's like, we all the same. We do all this other stuff. But I don't like girls like y'all. That shit was fire.
Yeah.
I don't care what you say. Like the way his acting, again, and I'm not the biggest fan of that character, but he did his thing right there. I don't understand what people are mad about that scene.
And it's like they had to do something. They had to give him this scene. Whatever direction they went with it, they had to give him this scene because they've been building up for this the whole time. Like they had the whole thing with Mike when they went to visit in California, and the scene in the car with him crying. Like they had to do something.
Mike tell him, "You don't like girls. It ain't my fault you don't like girls."
Yeah,
like,
they had to do something, and they had to make it be okay. Like,
but I will say, Vecna had Gaydar because he picked Will. He was like, "Oh, I know you good. I know you got some." But also, again, I'm not trying to be that person, but Hollywood got to do something. Sticking that thing in that boy's mouth like that, bro, y'all could have done something different. Y'all could have had something over his mouth like that. That just don't, in today's world, when people are like going back to that Nickelodeon shit where they doing stuff like that, seeing the signs, like, yeah, like
the banana thrown at her face.
Right, because it's like we wasn't thinking about it then, but now that we know that y'all weirdos were doing it, like now I don't know, I'm confused now. Like, don't show me that. Make it another way. Put the whole mask on his face, cover his face up, like all of them. Like y'all, you could have had that little creepy hand on there or something like that to make it more. Like you didn't have to do that.
That's true.
Like you didn't have to do that. But again, so here's the difference in what I liked about this show and versus Welcome to Derry. Part of the build up in as far as the suspense of like what's really going on here, I like what Stranger Things did as far as, oh, we had it wrong this whole entire time. This is a wormhole. He's trying to bring another world here. Like, I think that is better than the army. Oh, we've been looking for this stuff. We finna burn them all up and we just gonna let the cage free because
Americans are at each other's throats, and it's only getting worse. Anti-nuke crazies, the women's movement, race riots.
At what cost? How many dead fucking kids along the way?
Fewer than
you gonna let it out on the people. Like, I thought that was complete ass.
Yeah, that was stupid.
Like, what Vecna was doing, I'm not mad at his plan, his plot, what you were trying to accomplish. Like, if you would have succeeded, that was some badass shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm okay with what he was doing. Like, that's why I don't, like, I'm not gonna concede the whole, well, they should have killed someone. No, Derry needed the bodies to carry that weak ass subplot. Yeah. They needed the bodies for that. This show didn't need bodies for what they were trying to accomplish. I am totally fine with the monster itself. Like, that was a big ass spectacle. Seeing Elle come out there, like, that shit was hype.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, now the final battle, I can take it or leave it. It wasn't, it didn't give me, I'm talking about inside.
What, Joyce?
No, with Joyce scene was fire. But Elle and Vecna, it didn't give me like, oh, I gotta watch this last fight again because they did some cool shit. It was there was a couple of toss arounds, and then and then Will came.
Yeah,
like,
I was just about to say I like when Will came because it was like he almost had her, and then Will came and stopped it. I did like that part.
But at that point though, I was also kind of getting tired of the almost, and then you get saved.
Yeah.
Because they were hitting it back to back. It
Yeah,
was the
that's
Dustin was about
true.
to get, and first it was Nancy
Steve.
or
Oh.
Steve. Who was Steve or what?
Steve was about to fall off the thing, but you mean just in this one scene?
Yeah, just in this one scene.
Okay,
it was
first it was Nancy in the cave.
Well, no, Steve. I mean Dustin. He was about to get when they was running.
Oh yes.
He was about to get trampled, and then Nancy, and then 11. It was all like happening. Oh no, here's the last save, and
Yeah.
like it was
Too many of them.
too many of them. So it was like they were hitting that nail too much for me. If I was gonna make a complaint, because I did give it an 8. Those are my complaints. It was like y'all was playing on our emotions as far as people dying too much, especially when y'all knew y'all wasn't gonna actually like give us a real death. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all did it too much. And again, Kylie does not count. I hope y'all do not think that oh we did. No, I'm sorry, but y'all play with that too much.
Yeah.
That's the only gripe I have is that they played with people dying a little bit too much.
Yeah, because it almost desensitized me. Like once Elle did, I already knew. I was like, she's not dead. She can't be dead. So it was like,
Well, we knew that was. We
mean,
knew we had a. Like I said they better not bring her back. Like you better keep it in because I knew that they were the way they had been leading this episode. Oh, you're gonna bring her back.
I talk big shit for somebody who was sitting over here like this. Is not
was.
But it did kind of desensitize me because I was feeling it in the moment, but in the back of my head, I was like, she's not going to die. So
and
they did kind of overkill it without killing anybody.
Now, the one thing they did right, and I'm glad they did, or not one thing, but another thing they did right, when Will was trying to talk Henry down, I'm glad that he didn't go like, oh yes, I'm gonna join you now. He was like, no, I was always like this. You not fit. Like he didn't do the Anakin. He didn't come back to the.
That would have been so lame.
That'd have been so lame. I'm glad they didn't. He was like, fuck y'all. I'm committed.
It's not clocking to you. It's not clocking to you that I'm standing on business, is it?
Go down with your shit. We are one. Yes, we are one. I'm glad that that's thumbs up for me.
Yeah.
This was like one of the up and coming shows in Netflix, and all of the kids did well. Like again, all of their acting at the end, the crying and all of us, like all of that was, I was never taken out of the moment like they were like it was bad. Like you know what I'm saying? Like no, they got down.
Yeah,
all
I
of
agree.
them, every single last one of them, they all got down. I like Dustin's speech. Who else gave a speech right before that? I like Hopper's proposal, his like everybody gave their speech.
What about the older kids, Steve?
Actually, I hated everything.
I was gonna say I could have done without that.
I hated everything that was.
I mean, I guess we needed to get closure from them too.
We didn't need to. We didn't start with them. They were add-ons. Like we could have.
No, we started with Nancy and Jonathan and Steve.
No, I mean like when the show opened, it opened with just.
Yeah.
Like because. That's another miss. All that with the older
I
kids,
didn't like that one
I
either.
didn't like any of it.
Like
no.
They sitting around acting like they're 40 years old.
Yeah.
Like y'all are not that far removed.
Like bro, and also it was 1989. The world was like Michael Jordan was hooping. Like you know what I'm saying? Like why does it feel like why do y'all feel so
like they were in the 1800s?
Yeah,
They feel so far.
Yeah, like bro. But yeah, either way, they could have they didn't do it for me.
No.
But those kids though, they got me.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Did you have a favorite character this season, or has your favorite character stayed the same the whole time?
My favorite duo was Dustin and Steve.
Yeah.
My favorite duo was Dustin and Steve, but I will give. No man, Mike grew on me because I was not feeling Mike for like after like maybe the first and second season, I was not feeling Mike at all. He grew on me.
I like how they had him come back and talk to Will about coming out, because in the last episode you kind of leave off with, like, of course we all make jokes about it because it's funny, but for people who can actually relate to Will coming out and like not getting a response, that could be like hurtful.
Because you don't know what he's thinking.
Yeah.
Right. And also they left it kind of weird to us because he wasn't the first one to get up outside of the family. I think it was Dustin. Oh, somebody else jumped up before he did.
Yeah.
And so it kind of was like
he was like, ooh, not sure.
Right, not sure.
Weirded out.
You're right. And so,
which, I mean, that is a natural reaction too, not
true.
necessarily
That's
weirded
true.
out, but like it caught him by surprise. Like he may not have known what to say right away. So I like how they waited, and then he came back and said, hey, I'm sorry that I didn't see the sign or didn't, support you.
Right. And I agree. That's what I'm saying. Like I'm like adding on. That's why they went back and did it, because they did leave us in a space of like
what now? Like, how is he gonna feel?
Right. And again, I would have expected if he was cool with it, his best friend, like he's saying, oh, we're best friends. Like,
yeah.
And you still think we can be friends? Friends? No thanks. Best friends.
Yay.
Yes.
And not in the I don't like girls way.
Best friend.
Not friends. Giving him.
You would have been after his family, or even first, and then his family. You know, like I expected his mother to go first.
Jonathan was first, I think. His brother.
No, I think his mom was first, and then Jonathan, and then one of the other boys, and I think Will was second. I think he may have been second or third, but he should have been higher up as far as
because
the
they're
order.
best friends. They've been best friends.
Exactly. So the fact that they came back and let him process his thoughts, like, I agree.
Yeah.
I agree with that. I'm happy. I'm not upset at all. So, Stranger Things, the show, in my opinion, is like top 5 show. Like when I talk about shows, I'll recommend it. I love it. I
can't believe it's over.
Yeah, we can put that. Well, hey, it's not over. We got so much stuff to watch. We'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.
Bye, y'all.